Foreigner, 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 foreigner. Yeah, that my bitch too foreign in the visa. I don't need it.
What's going on? So it's Christmas Eve. It's very windy here in Toronto. The weather is like weird. It's like snowing but not snowing, icy, windy, negative, God knows what degree weather. So if you guys are hearing the chaos in the background, just know it's the wind. It's been windy since last night. So I just wanted to come on here and like talk to you guys, wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year when it comes. This video is going to be going up, I don't know when, maybe Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, which is today, I'm not sure. But I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what's been going on. So I had planned to do Vlogmas. It's been about 10 days since I posted my last video, and I have vlog footage that I'll probably put together and put up as the days go by. But I want this video to go up first. I wanted to do Vlogmas. I did it last year, but in the midst of doing it last year, I was also moving into my apartment, which I think it's been a year since I've been here, which is crazy. I think it's been a year. I don't remember exactly when I moved in. I can't remember if it was like December 1st or December 31st. I think it was December 31st. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't remember when I moved in here. I guess you could say it's been about a year since I've been here, and like a lot has happened this year. Let's talk about it. This year has been crazy, chaotic, a lot of ups and downs, very emotional, a lot of moments of sadness, deep depressive states, insecurities with my body, fear of being too small at the beginning of the year, then halfway through the year I hate my body because I'm too big or whatever, and like a lot has been going on. And I definitely said to myself last year around this time that I wanted to take therapy more seriously, and what that has done for me was help me to be more grounded and hold on to the things that genuinely make me happy. I feel like I've been searching for happiness for a very long time. I'm the kind of person that I think about things a lot, and it takes a while for me to come to a conclusion when it comes to things in life, either because I'm afraid of hurting people's feelings, I'm afraid of the unknown, and just a lot of, you know, things surrounding uncertainty. What I can say to you guys today, where I'm at a few days before the new year, is that I don't think I've ever felt so grounded and at peace with who I am until this very moment in time. I've been searching for like just happiness within myself. Like, it's not about what other people can do for me. It's not about other people making me happy or what other people can do to make me happy. It's about finding that happiness within myself. And I feel like I appreciated this journey a lot more because it wasn't just good all the time, and it wasn't just bad all the time. It was a lot of very high highs and very low lows, but in the midst of all of that, God was with me the entire time. Like, there was a lot of times in my past where I just didn't feel like he was there. And it's not because he left me, it's because I just strayed so far away to the point where I couldn't hear him. And now prayer for me is not something that I feel like I have to do, but it's something that's just a part of my daily routine, whether it's praying in the morning, praying in the night, before I eat, before I leave my house. Like, I'd rather be late to where I'm going, even though I shouldn't be late, but I'd rather be late to where I need to be or where I'm going because I need to pray, instead of just rushing out and not praying at all. And I do feel like with all of this being said, I'm more present. I'm really grasping onto the things that are physical, things that I can hold, things that I can touch, versus things that are not real, like social media. I feel like we really I don't know like when things got this chaotic, but I remember living in a time where iPads didn't exist, smartphones didn't exist, we didn't even have Facebook. What was Instagram? Like all of these apps that we're so dependent on. I remember there being a time where we never had it at all. Like I social media what? Social media who? Maybe MySpace, but like, you know what I'm saying? IMVU, we Sims, you know, how we had gaming computers. It was a simple things. And I feel like now, because things are just out there and open for everyone to see, especially on these apps, we lose sight of what's important, and it causes us to not be present or not really hold on to the things that are real. And I know I don't really know I know where I'm going with this. This is more of like a vulnerable moment with you guys. I feel like in my life I was just so caught up in what it takes to make others happy, and I lost sight of who I was. I was just either overly emotional, whether it was anger or sadness, cutting people off randomly, you know, not calling, not texting, the train, not returning missed calls. Like I just got to a point where I was just like cutthroat with everything and everyone, and I've now realized that's not the healthy way to deal with things. But also you have to realize in certain situations where some people really take your kindness for weakness, you know what I'm saying? And we all go through things in life. We all experience moments of happiness and moments of sadness, but I think what's important is who we are at the end of it all, and you know, just realizing what was and what can be. I feel like even through the past few years, there was times where I feel like I was a little brainwashed when it came to using the word realistic. There's nothing wrong with being realistic. Being realistic saves you from heartache, it saves you from pain, it saves you from making stupid mistakes and just just reaching a little bit further than what you can give right now or what you can take. There's nothing wrong with being realistic. Being realistic doesn't make you a coward. It doesn't slow you down from where you're meant to be and where you're going. And it doesn't always, you know, create a safe space or a bubble for you. Being realistic does still allow you to grow. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like in that moment when that individual was telling me being realistic is cowardly, they had some insecurities within themselves, you know? Being realistic in that place in my life caused me to lose a lot of people and a lot of money, and lose sight of who I was, and lose control over a lot of things, because I kept replaying that individual's definition of realistic in my mind instead of creating my own definition of what being realistic actually is. And being realistic in this place in my life, 27 years old, young, has allowed me to rediscover who I am and really reintroduce myself to those things from my childhood that would make me laugh or make me happy. And I definitely think those are things that we should hold dear to our hearts, especially moving into this season, is creating our own definition of what things mean to us instead of allowing others to create that definition for ourselves. It's so windy right now, but with all that said, I really just want you guys to understand that, you know, what I may experience in my life could be totally different from what you're experiencing, and vice versa. And you should never let anyone put you in a box and force you to believe things that don't 100% resonate with you. And that's why before I do anything, or I, you know, prepare to attract things into my life, I always consult God in prayer, and just ask him, like, you know, is this meant for me? Or because I trust you in leading me into that direction or that next season of my life. And I really wanted to just share all of these thoughts with you guys, because I really just had to take a step back from posting on here because I feel like I was focusing on the wrong things, and I started to compare myself and my life to other people, and that's not who I am. Like, I spent years and years and years of not being that person, and taking the 10-day break from uploading really allowed me to get back to just who I actually am and not comparing myself to other people, comparing my joys and my happiness and my experiences to others, because you don't know what it has taken them to get to where they are, especially if they're way ahead. That's years and years of trial and error, years and years of, you know, ups and downs. You really just don't know. So you just have to be on this road sometimes by yourself. Not completely by yourself, with God, of course, but sometimes your road is just meant to walk alone. And it's weird because this year is the first year I've actually felt the Christmas spirit. I'm the Grinch that stole Christmas. Anytime Christmas carols would come on, I just switch it off. And it's not because I didn't have happy moments of, you know, the holidays growing up. It's just as I got older, it was just never good. But now that I'm, I guess, here and at a different place in life and my mindset is a bit different, I'm able to create my own idea of what happiness is around the holidays and the meaning behind it. And it's not about how much you give, it's about what you give and what you can give to others, and not just physically, but, you know, just friendships and everything. Like, we lose sight of the meaning, and we always think it's always going to be the most expensive and the biggest gift that's going to make someone happy, but that's not the meaning behind it all. And I'm happy that I went through what I went through this year, because it was the hardest year of my life. I thought that, you know, past experiences and past years was the hardest, and there were some very hard moments, but when it came to pulling on my heart and my emotions and my mental state, it was very, very, very difficult. Very difficult year for me. And with that came a lot of me just blocking people out and learning to come to conclusions myself and decisions myself and making those tough decisions. And I'm happy and I'm excited to see what this next chapter of life brings me. It's not always going to be easy, and I know that. But I also know that I'm not alone in this season of my life. And there are a lot of you that may be going through some similar things as well. And I just want you guys to understand that even though there's moments where you do feel alone, you are not alone. Like, there are so many other people that are going through the exact same things, if not the exact same things, similar things that you are going through, and you have to just trust and believe that it's going to be okay. Okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I know you guys are so understanding of when I take my breaks and things like that, and I do understand that taking breaks, you know, could ruin things in terms of numbers for my channel, but I'm not a numbers girl anymore. It's all about what people gain from seeing me on social media platforms and what I can bring to your life. So I love you guys. I'm wishing you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And the next video is probably going to be a Q&A that I have pre-recorded that I want to drop on here. And then we're going to do a vision board. I'm going to show you guys how I do my vision board on Canva. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're new here and you're just seeing this video for the very first time, hey girl, hey boy, what's up? Go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Pull up, top with an eater. Two-seater. New bitch wanna fuck on my AP. New freezer. I woke up thinking about pants. Hop over just to a check when I land. My bitch 2 foreign in the visa. I don't need her. Pull up, top with